Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope this video finds you all happy and healthy. Today, we're going to embark on an incredible journey through time and nature as we explore one of the world's most awe-inspiring natural wonders, the Grand Canyon. Its breathtaking beauty and immense size leave everyone who visits in complete awe. But what exactly led to the formation of this iconic landmark? Well, today's video is all about uncovering the fascinating geological processes that shape the Grand Canyon over millions of years. I hope you enjoy this exploration of natural history and, as always, I wish you good health and happiness as you learn along with us. The Grand Canyon is truly a marvel of nature. It stretches for 277 miles, 446 kilometers in length, reaches up to 18 miles, 29 kilometers in width, and plunges more than a mile, 1,800 meters deep in places. It's located in the state of Arizona, USA, and draws millions of visitors each year from all around the world. Its immense size and complex geological features make it a popular subject for scientific research and exploration. But how did it come to be? Let's dive in. The story of the Grand Canyon begins about 70 million years ago, during a time when the region was vastly different from what it is today. Back then, the land that would eventually form the Grand Canyon was covered by an ancient sea, and the area was located much closer to the equator. Over time, this sea began to recede, and what remained was a vast flat plain. The Colorado Plateau, the region in which the Grand Canyon sits, began to slowly rise due to tectonic forces deep within the Earth's crust. These forces caused the land to be uplifted, creating the foundation for the Grand Canyon as we know it. But before we can understand how the canyon came to be, we need to take a closer look at the forces that shape the land. The Grand Canyon is a result of many complex geological processes, with the primary forces being erosion, sedimentation, and tectonic activity. These processes have taken place over millions of years, gradually carving out the canyon and shaping its distinctive features. Erosion plays the largest role in the creation of the Grand Canyon. It's the process by which rocks and soil are worn away by natural forces like water, wind, and ice. In the case of the Grand Canyon, erosion is mainly driven by the Colorado River, which has carved its path through the rock layers over millions of years. The river, along with its tributaries, has been at the center of the canyon's formation for much of its history. The powerful force of the river's water continually wore away the land, cutting deeper and deeper into the rock layers and gradually forming the canyon's iconic shape. But the process wasn't as simple as just the river flowing and cutting through rock. The Grand Canyon has a complex geology, with many different layers of rock that have been deposited over hundreds of millions of years. Each of these layers tells a story of the Earth's history and provides us with clues about the forces that shape the canyon. The oldest rocks in the Grand Canyon are found at the very bottom of the canyon, and they date back to more than 1.8 billion years ago. These rocks, known as the Vishnu schist, were formed deep within the Earth's crust under intense heat and pressure. Over time, these rocks were pushed to the surface through tectonic processes, and they form the foundation of the canyon today. Above these ancient rocks are layers of sedimentary rock, which were deposited by various bodies of water over millions of years. These layers include limestone, sandstone, and shale, each with its own unique composition and characteristics. The oldest of these sedimentary layers are around 525 million years old. While the youngest layers are only a few million years old, these sedimentary rocks hold important clues about the environment that existed at the time they were deposited. Some of the rocks were laid down by ancient oceans, while others were formed by deserts, rivers, or volcanic activity. As the Colorado Plateau slowly rose over time, the Colorado River began to carve through these layers of rock, creating the canyon. The river didn't just erode the rock in a straight line. Instead, it wound its way through the land, cutting deeply into the rock and carving out meanders, cliffs, and valleys. The river's flow was often interrupted by periods of drought and flood, which caused the landscape to change and the canyon to evolve. The layers of rock were eroded at different rates, which is why the canyon's walls are often so distinct and layered. Each layer of rock tells a story of a different period in the Earth's history. One of the most striking features of the Grand Canyon is its colorful rock layers. The different layers of rock are made up of different minerals, which give them unique colors. For example, the reddish colors of the canyon walls come from iron oxide or rust, which has formed over millions of years. These vibrant colors make the canyon even more stunning and provide a visual representation of the Earth's geological history. As the Colorado River continued its journey, it deepened the canyon, carving out side canyons, gorges, and rock formations along the way. The river's erosion was not uniform, meaning some areas were eroded faster than others, creating the canyon's signature jagged edges and steep cliffs. The river also created terraces or steps in the canyon walls, which are visible in many places along the rim. But the story of the Grand Canyon's formation doesn't end with the Colorado River. Other forces also played a role in shaping the canyon. For example, tectonic activity in the region caused the Colorado Plateau to rise, which made it easier for the river to carve deeper into the rock. The uplift of the plateau didn't happen all at once. It was a gradual process that took millions of years. During this time, the Earth's crust was slowly pushed upward by the movement of tectonic plates beneath the surface. This uplift caused the land to tilt, which helped the Colorado River carve its path through the rock. Volcanic activity also played a role in the Grand Canyon's formation. While volcanic eruptions didn't directly create the canyon, the lava flows from these eruptions did contribute to the landscape in certain areas. In some places, lava flows blocked the flow of the Colorado River, creating temporary dams that forced the river to change its course. These changes in the river's flow help shape the canyon's final form. The Grand Canyon is also a product of climate change over millions of years. Throughout its history, the region has experienced periods of extreme heat, ice ages, and fluctuating sea levels. These changes in climate affected the types of plants, animals, and ecosystems that existed in the area. For example, during the Ice Age, glaciers likely contributed to erosion in certain areas, carving out additional features in the canyon. The final touches on the Grand Canyon's formation came from smaller-scale forces. Wind, rain, and freezing water worked on a much smaller scale to erode the canyon's surface, smoothing out some areas and creating rock formations known as hoodoos or spire-like formations in other areas. These forces continue to shape the canyon today, albeit at a much slower pace. Today, the Grand Canyon is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. It remains a living example of the power of natural forces, and it continues to be an area of scientific study. Researchers use the canyon to better understand the Earth's history and the processes that shaped our planet. Every year, millions of visitors come to the Grand Canyon to witness its incredible beauty and learn about its geological history. In conclusion, the Grand Canyon is not just a spectacular visual wonder, but a story written in stone, a story that spans millions of years of geological activity, from the uplift of the Colorado Plateau to the erosion caused by the Colorado River. It is the result of tectonic forces, volcanic eruptions, climate change, and the relentless power of water and wind. The Grand Canyon's formation is a reminder of the immense power of natural processes and the incredible history of our planet. As you visit this magnificent landscape, I encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the forces that created it and the ongoing processes that continue to shape the world around us. I hope you enjoyed today's deep dive into the formation of the Grand Canyon, and I look forward to sharing more fascinating insights with you in the future. Until then, take care of yourselves and stay healthy, happy, and curious.